Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Craft. I'm your host CPC Gamer, and I'm leaving the camera on my house so I can do a cool fade through effect at the end of this episode, because this is going to be the interior decoration video that I promised a short while ago. Although we're going to begin counterintuitively by doing some exterior decoration, because my friend Trish has shown me a much better means of growing sugarcane, so let's get on that. Because see, initially I didn't need too much, but now I do, because of something we're going to be doing towards the end of this upgrade. Oh, and what do you know? I did get it wrong when I first set up the farm. I knew I was right to question my own stupid design choices. Alright, put you there, pick you up. There we go. See, this is one of the interesting properties of water in this game. And I could have done this from the very beginning, but as I say, I was only recently shown how to do this. So ultimately, this sugarcane is going to go towards making books and bookcases, but I'm going to need a source of leather for that, so until I can get that, I can always use it for trading and stuff. I get an achievement if I do enough of it, and that's apparently incentive enough to keep doing it? Question marks? Ah, whatever. Let's improve my house. I have a shopping list of ingredients beside me, and the first item on said list is 17 blocks of sand. Now, I have also written down what I believe to be the most efficient course for getting and processing this stuff. Let's see how well my brain functioned at midnight after a very long day at work. Now, first thing we're going to do is take the coal out and put a bucket of lava in. Because a bucket of lava will keep heating for 100 cycles, making it the most efficient fuel in the game. Oh, hey sheep, how's it going? Next, we need 60 cobblestone. Are we clear? It looks like we're clear. Let's get going. So yeah, I will admit, I've looked at the dimensions of my house and tried to work out what kind of quantities I need. It's kind of like cheating, because I didn't have to worry about taking damage or anything like that, but it is for the best, because you really don't want to see me doing long multiplication in the middle of a video. It would be kind of painful. Also, I found some coal today, so I guess I am going to be doing a little bit of mining. And the hilarious joke I set up in the intro has fallen apart 2.5 minutes in. That's got to be some kind of record. Alright, just going to give another one of my friends a headache by mining directly down. And now, paying attention to our surroundings this time, because I'm getting pretty tired of getting blown up. Let's get some coal. We're going to use this for trading, if I can find where my villagers have gone. Because I've noticed that they pretty much all vanished at this point. Except for the librarian, which is fine by me, because he's the one that I can most readily trade with. Ooh, and some iron ore as well. I'm going to have that. So yeah, I wonder where my villagers have gone, incidentally. Because they haven't died, that I've seen, because they all went into their houses at night. And they aren't going to be in a pit again, like last time, because I sealed it all up. And if it did get uncorked somehow, then there's a step system in there to let them back out again. I don't know. It is a mystery for the ages. The current generation's Roanoke. And I may have gotten it slightly wrong when digging for that coal, you guys. But that's alright. Waste disposal cactus will save the day. And besides, it's only one stray block. It's hardly the end of the world. And the day is saved! Now let's bake some rocks. No, actually no, because that bit's still going. So let's carpet my house instead. I've been saying I'll do this for some time now, so let's finally get around to doing it. Oh, and that's the other thing I did off camera. I gathered the last bit of white wool to make sure that I could do this, rather than spending an hour following sheep around. We'll need a stack of bone meal. Not just for the wool, we'll need it for what's coming afterwards. Oh, look at that! I knew you'd be able to make dye out of those light blue flowers. I did not collect them in vain. Right. Man, I wish it was in some kind of order. Okay, so we need 15 of these light blue guys, and 20 dark blue ones. Although I only have enough wool to carpet my floor, so I can do this without worrying about making too many. Okay, and let's make some room. And you know, it's weird, because the game allows for wool slabs, so you can effectively throw carpet on top of any surface, but I like using the wool blocks. I don't know, it's the same principle as not using the glass panels. Half blocks just look really weird to me. Having half my stuff floating in midair does not look weird to me. That just looks really, really funny. Also, I forget if I've shown it off in another video, but this is another standard installation for my Minecraft houses. I like rugs with a dark blue outer and a light blue center. And I wonder why I tend to build the same kind of thing every single time. Like, the only major deviation from the pattern I took is the underground city I built in that one game. Ah, well. So doesn't this place look more pleasant to live in now it has an actual floor? Not just the raw sand upon which I threw down these walls? Oh, and speaking of sand, this will serve as a good enough use for my nether brick. You see, I'm never entirely sure what to do with these odd bits of ground in between the carpeted and non-carpeted areas, so this should look super great. Also, let's put the door back on, how about? Yeah, check it out. Looks pretty good. Oh, and you're done too. Perfect timing. So, I kind of need a lot of processed cobblestone, so I'm just going to leave that going and do whatever is next on my list. Whatever is next on my list is not marvel at how much of a hoarder I am, but you can do that if you like. Because do I really need most of that stuff? Probably not. Alright, I've got enough time to make the next step, so let's do that. Because the next thing we need is 31 oak logs. Again, I made these calculations last night when... What is that? Oh, it's meat! Well, I guess a sheep wandered into the lava fountain. Actually, yeah, that makes sense, because the meat is pre-cooked. That's pretty dark, if you think about it. And speaking of cooked meat, I was really tired and hungry when I wrote down what I needed for this build, so I don't remember what I was going to do with most of this stuff. I just worked out that whatever my plan was, it needed 31 logs. And I'm going to make a start by foraging for supplies, which will hopefully net me an apple. I say hopefully. It hasn't happened in any of my other games, ever, so I don't think we're going to see it in this one. And I appreciate I could do this forever until I do get one, but that'd be really boring to watch, so I'll go through a couple of trees, do the rest off camera if I need to. And then this series will never update again. See, I looked this up. There is a 0.5% chance to spawn an apple from each of these leaf blocks. And that seems pretty low. That is pretty low. But I suppose it all evens itself out when you consider how many blocks there are on each tree. And I guess we'll get back to that tomorrow. Also, I like the look of the bat flying around up there. It gives the game a feeling of, like, this is an actual place. Just with weird jank physics. You know? Oh, weird. With this texture pack, it looks like my bed is part of the floor. Look at that, I'm coordinating everything. And I did it without even trying. I'm getting good at this fashion business. Better be, I've been working in a fashion store for 5 years. Anyways, back to gathering logs. And did I just construct a really bizarre sentence as a way of avoiding saying the phrase, back to getting wood? I think I did. I wonder why. Because I don't usually much care for what I say. Ah, well. Also, this is why we brought the bone meal. Well, actually no, not for that, necessarily, but, you know, it's a fine example of what bone meal does. You can use it to dye stuff white, but you mostly use it to make plant life grow quickly. It used to be instantly, but not since one of the last few updates. And it's handy for times like this, when you need to get a lot of wood, for example, but don't want to wait around for the trees to grow naturally. Or when you want to destroy countless leaf blocks, in the hopes that you get a friggin' apple already. Come on, game! You see, somebody has explained to me how to cure zombie villages, and it requires an apple, amongst other things. And since I've had quite a few zombie villages spawn so far, and I've apparently lost all my regular villages to the ether, I'd like to try and cure as many of them as I can. Now, whether or not the game will let me do that, I don't know. I hope so, because I have all but one ingredient, that being an apple, so... Hey, the ball is in your court, Minecraft. It is your move. Oh. Well, what do you know? Thank you, game. Incessant whining wins through. Oh, and I'm just going to put my logs in the quick select bar so I know how many I have. I mean, I don't really need a map or a torch at this point, and I don't want to collect too much stuff. So now, let's... Oh. Well, what do you know? Thank you again, game. Now all I need to do is put this stuff together and brew a magic potion. But we'll get to that another day, because I'm going to concentrate on beautification of my house, because I'm, like, the only one left. I mean, I'll have myself to blame if the monsters have taken over, because I know I set myself up as local law enforcement and all, but I have done a lot of sleeping on the job. Literally, it's nighttime, forget that, I'm going to bed, it will probably deal with itself. And that's basically the human version of turning it off and back on again. Actually, make that an even 15. I know that 15 isn't even. Shut up. But no, it's a good fix to just sleep on it. You'll feel better in the morning. Unless you don't, which is one of the worst things in the world. Like to wake up still mad at the thing you were thinking about before you went to bed. It's like, I shouldn't be feeling this. I did the hot fix. Also, I am stuck in a tree. What the heck, game? Oh, well, now I have to mine you, just to get free. Alright, there we go. Just empty my bone meal, and let's head off. Oh, and did that tree go around me again? I think it did. Oh, hey, look at that. If you use bone meal on grass, that happens. You get tall grass and a random collection of flowers. Done right, you can also grow giant mushrooms that way. I mean, you can't build or craft anything with the giant mushrooms, but you can grow them. And in the end, isn't that what matters? Somehow. You know, I think that pig is stuck there. Don't worry, pig. I will save you. There we go. Oh, no! Oh, man, I am the worst farmer in the world. I am 2 for 2 on accidentally murdering my livestock. Oh, but hey, I got a torch back. Worth it. Totally worth it. Besides, it's more food, and something to do once I finish building my house. I need to get myself a farm for resources. Although with that said, I still have quite a ways to go until the stone is done, so we'll get to the pork chops another time. I will do some crafting, however, and here is what we need. Some stone bricks. You can find these in the game world as part of the monster fortresses, and I like to use them let's try that again. I like to use them for much the same reason that I like to use mossy cobblestone. It was a rare find, you know? I continue to use it because I just enjoy the look of them. And these are going to serve as the support for my house. And once we're done, it's going to look like an actual little cottage or something, as opposed to a horrible little wooden shack. It looks like one of those stupid mobile classrooms you have in school right now. I'm going to sort that. So speaking of sorting, where did most of that junk come from? I have no idea. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this is what I was thinking of after work at 1 o'clock in the morning. And you might be wondering what on earth was so important that necessitated a midnight shift? And the answer to that is nothing that stopped me from sitting down and redesigning my Minecraft house. Oh, and I can get that one as well. Okay. Okay, that was dumb. Alright, let's sort that out. I quite like having a waste disposal cactus. It's a very handy tool. And safer than the lava fountain, which has thus far taken the lives of several friendly and hostile mobs. Pretty sure the cactus has too, to be honest, but... whatever. Let's get going. Oh, hang on a second. That's not the one that you want. I am good at this game, everybody. I know what I'm doing. And pop you there, and there we go. And I'm not doing that in my soft voice, either. That's something I'm going to save for when I'm done. Maybe I'll explain why I do it this time. Stay tuned. Alright, next step, we're going to build up. I talked about the second floor of my house in a recent video, saying, if I choose to build one, and you'd best believe we're going to build one. And I think that was my plan. Like, use the stone as braces or something? I don't know. It's what I'm doing now. I've shown you guys and committed myself to doing it, so now here we go. Also, that's not high enough, so let's try that again. There's something else I said in a previous video. A lot of my older builds are very claustrophobic, and that's why. I don't know how tall my guy is, and I forget the extra headroom. Alright, let's go through that, and keep going. Can I get down from here using the vines? Oh, no I can't. Okay. That could have ended very badly indeed. But you see, I knew that I would need the extra health boost, and that's why I had a snack on some bread. Oh, actually, that's something else I learned lately, is that as well as the food gauge, there is a second gauge that keeps track of the last thing you ate and how filling it was. So you can snack on 1,000,000 cookies and get hungry again super quick, or eat one steak and you'll be fine for the rest of the day. It's a very clever system, and one that I don't believe is explained in-game. And you know what, I'm just going to ignore that guy. He's not bothering me, I'm not bothering him. At least for now. I mean, he's not burning up in the sunlight, so I'm going to have to deal with him eventually. Just not now. I'm too busy decorating my house and making it look good. And you know, it's weird. This is just as cathartic as going on a grand monster-slaying adventure. It's going to be even better when it's all done, and I get to show off how well I did. Now, let's see if I have better luck getting down on this side of the trellis. And... Hup! Yeah! Alright! Man, that doesn't look too bad. Looks like some kind of crazy wooden machina, but... Hey, there is nothing wrong with that. Oh, look at that timing! Stone's all done. Alright, so those chops in there while I get to work on the rest of my project. And the next part of my project is 6 ladders. I know what I need those for. It's for climbing up and doing a crazy awesome swanton bomb onto a creeper. He will never see it coming. Or, you know, going through the roof so that I have an easy way to access the second floor. I mean, I'd like to build some stairs, but I don't have anywhere to put them, so we're going to do it this way. Also, I don't have enough planks to finish my build without going and getting some more, but I am going to make a start with what we have. Like, it's more pleasing to me to see a project slowly come together. And I don't think I need that ladder there, so we'll take you down and throw you out. I'm going to miss the ability to do that once I set up this wall. I'll have to find some workaround or something. Or just step outside and throw my stuff in a bin like a proper human being. Okay, so, right here, that is where we are going to put this window. Yes, that is the middle. It's silly, I know, but I like everything to look nice and neat and even. Alright, lovely. We'll use the rest of the glass in a little while, right after I... You know, actually, I think I'm going to skip a step in my shopping list and do a silly little craft project. It'll be dark soon, and I want to do this before then. I'm going to make use of some of the pumpkins I found. Let's make some jack-o'-lanterns, how about? Not only will this look super good, but it has a practical benefit too. I can get rid of the torches on the garden wall and make it a little bit easier to grow mushrooms in there. Alright, so hopefully this has worked. Are you the right way around? Yes, indeed you are. Excellent. And are you? Yes, you did. Oh. Hey, yeah, I can climb the vines down into the garden. I remember that. Oh, check it out, they're growing already. Now I just need to get my act together and maybe do something with them, you know? Right, it's getting kind of late, and... Oh! Gosh, I just saw how long I've been doing this for. We're gonna have 2 crafting episodes. But, whatever. It looks like there are no monsters yet, so... Let's keep this rolling while we are here, and let's throw up a wall. I don't know if I'm going to put anything out there on the balcony, or if this is just something to stand on and view the desert, but we'll get to that later. I mean, surprisingly, my sleep-addled brain didn't come up with anything to do out there. But I built it, so I have to do something with it, right? Also, enjoy the manner in which I usually build my houses. Start at the edges and make my way to the middle. And now, we have a balcony. Oh, hey! Look who it is. Alright, just gonna tool up before I go pick a fight. So somebody has recently told me that the voice clips for Enderman are just reverse voice clips of him just chatting. Like he'll say, hey, hello, how are you? And then I'm a monster who just runs in and picks a fight. I mean, case in point, right? Hey buddy, I'm looking at you. I'm actively trying to aggro you right now. How do you like that? Oh, there we go. Now he's mad. So, by default, Enderman is a neutral character. He won't attack you like the skeletons or creepers. He'll just leave you alone. But if you look at him, then he gets pretty mad at you for it. That's definitely why this is happening, by the way. Because I looked at him, not because of the swordplay. And I really hope that prolonged roar was caught on the video, because that is spooky nonsense. Which, from the look of it, symbolized Enderman taking his ball and going home, because I don't see him anywhere. Man, that is a terrible, terrible tragedy. And a really odd behavior, because I honestly thought that Enderman was supposed to keep fighting until one of the two of you died. Yeah, maybe he does that in the PC version and it's different in the console world. Oh, do you know what? I see that creeper. It's annoying how monsters can just spawn in the middle of your settlement, even when it's, like, comparatively well lit. Oh, and he's brought his friend. You can get out of here as well. And I'm jolly surprised you didn't explode. Well done. You know, I wouldn't mind the creepers so much if they had some kind of trigger to them. Like they only exploded if you attack them first, or something. The fact that they can just rock up and beat you down, I don't like it. I don't like that I can't see that guy. That's rather worrying. Aha! He was behind me the whole time! Excellent! I totally meant to do that. Honest. Well, looks like we're going to be putting this back together before we go to bed tonight. I suppose he should be grateful he didn't break anything important, right? And just like before, I have no idea what most of this stuff looked like before it got blown up. Like, I know I'm working with fewer materials than we were to begin with, but like, it's just weird to me. Also, it's sand, which is one of the few things that reacts to gravity, so it's just gonna drop, and I'll probably have to rebuild some steps later on. Truly, this is the first worldliest of the first world problems. Although, right, speaking of rebuilding the steps, let's just grab you guys and do that. There we go. And hey, my nice slabs didn't get blown up either. That is another nice stroke of luck. Alrighty, that'll just about do it for today's episode of Let's Play Minecraft. I mean, that said, I'm going to do a perimeter check before I sign off properly. I really don't want my outro to get ruined by a surprise attack or whatever. Oh, case in point. Flaming skeletons are never a good time. And I can hear another one. Where is it? Ah, whatever, I guess it'll be fine. My policeman was out there protecting the homestead anyways. So then, that is it for today's episode of Let's Play Minecraft. Join us next time for some more home improvement. And until next time, goodbye!